In this video, I'm going to introduce the concept of CSS and show you how to actually use it in your HTML. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up this HTML file. I'm going to put some boilerplate inside there. So we'll call this intro to CSS. And I'm also going to have a CSS file here, so let me open that up and let's put a comment in here about what CSS stands for. So it stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Okay? And what that means is that our styles can actually cascade down to other styles as well. So sometimes it gets a little bit difficult to know how our styles are working, and CSS can be deceptively difficult for beginners. So be patient with it and understand that you're going to have some growing pains there. So let me save that, and the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to have both of these files on screen at the same time. So in VS Code, what I can do is I can click this little split pane right here, and then I can close out of this on here. So now we're seeing both our HTML and our CSS. And now that I've got them both, I'm just going to collapse the left-hand side here so that we can see them quite clearly. Now what I want to do is I want to connect these two files. So let's say right now I've just got an h1 tag here, and this is intro to CSS. If I see this in my browser, of course, there are no styles just yet. All I have is this h1 tag, and that's it. But what I want to do is I want to attach that style sheet. So in order for me to do that, I need to create an additional tag up here inside the head, and we'll call this is going to be a link tag here. So I'll click tab, and then what it's asking me is that where does this particular thing that we're linking live? Now in our case, it lives right in the same folder here. Both these items are in the same folder, so I can reference it just by its file name. I can say style.css. Okay? And then in order for us to make sure that this is actually working, we want to put some sort of a style inside here. And I'm going to target the entire body of the document. So I'm going to say body, and then I'm going to give it a background color. So I'm going to say background is blue. Okay? And then once we save that, let's see what happens in the browser. So in the browser, you can see that the background is indeed blue, telling me that I have correctly linked my style sheet. So again, you're just going to put in a link tag, and then the rel attribute will be set to style sheet. That will be filled out for you automatically if you just hit tab after you type in link. And then the href attribute here is what is the file name in our case. Because it's in the same project, I can just reference it directly as style.css.